What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. A happy CM Punk day. Jeez, just imagine if CM Punk actually doesn't show up tonight. It'll be funny and really disappointing at the same time. But anyway, join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Roman Reigns shooting on CM Punk, Jon Moxley and Brock Lesnar's look, why Asuka hasn't been on television, AEW signing another major name, Mike Tyson rejects WWE, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Roman Reigns shooting on CM Punk. Roman Reigns appears to be making a preemptive strike on CM Punk, the former WWE superstar believed to be debuting at tonight's AEW Rampage show. During an interview with BT Sports, the current Universal Champion discussed wrestlers who complain about part-timers returning to main event spots. Those statements are coming from bitter people who thought they were better than they really were. When it comes down to it, CM Punk was not good as or over as John Cena. He wasn't as good or as over and moved the needle like The Rock. It was what it was. It's difficult to compare anyone to The Rock in terms of impacting the WWE, although The Rock's relatively short tenure in the WWE does diminish his impact compared to longtime legends like Bruno Sammartino, The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan. As for a Punk vs Cena comparison, anyone who watched wrestling during this time knows Punk was as over as anyone, perhaps even more. Hell, even on Punk's debut ECW appearance in the WWE, the crowd was chanting his name. One person who disagreed with Reigns' criticism was WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley, who tweeted, "CM Punk was damn good and damn over." With one interview, he changed the course of the wrestling business. He had great matches with a wide variety of opponents on a nightly basis. When and if he returns to wrestling, he will once again be damn good and damn over. The tribal chief went on to say, "From a full-time performer, I understand the frustration and wanting more, but like I said before, you gotta take it. I'm a full-time performer, but I've done everything that needs to be done to stay in this position, to be in this position, to continue to make the opportunity for myself, to be in the main event at SummerSlam against John Cena." Now it's amusing to hear Reigns claim, "I've done everything that needs to be done to stay in this position," when a large part of his WWE career saw the promotion shoving him down fans' throat and failing to get over until his 2020 heel turn. But not only did Reigns shoot on CM Punk, he called out Jon Moxley. Reigns' comments also included a shot at his former Shield teammate Dean Ambrose, aka Jon Moxley. Dean Ambrose is obviously doing what Dean's doing. I think that he's happy over there at AEW, but if he could have been the man here, he would have been the man here. It's debatable whether Ambrose failed to get over as he remained an extremely popular WWE superstar despite some truly awful booking. Roman Reigns' rant on Punk and Moxley certainly isn't a surprise, as Reigns is arguably the WWE's biggest star right now and as such is expected to toe the company line. It's the same as past comments from Seth Rollins concerning the WWE and its competition. No one should expect Reigns to praise AEW or its wrestlers, but at the same time, no one should take his comments as anything more than spin. But Reigns' rant didn't actually stop there, as he actually shoots on Brock Lesnar's look. Now he went on further to critique the new look of Brock Lesnar, who's been sporting an uncharacter-like ponytail in his latest appearance. Reigns joked that Lesnar is getting his Viking on, saying, "Man, I don't even know, it's hard to speak on Brock. Nobody knows what he's doing. The last I saw, he was butchering cows with a Viking ponytail, so probably Rock at this point. Brock seems like he's out getting his Viking on, so I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything about Brock in a long time, so I just have to say The Rock." Right now it seems that Lesnar is taking a long break from wrestling or even retired altogether, as he's shown no interest in a return. Next up, Tony Khan promises something big at Rampage. As fans eagerly anticipate the 20th August edition of Rampage tonight to see if CM Punk debuts in AEW President Tony Khan added fuel to the fire by tweeting, "I'm betting that excitement from the most anticipated announcement in AEW history at AEW Rampage, The First Dance, will build up through All Out on pay-per-view, will make new fans, and will welcome dormant wrestling households worldwide back into the fold. A new era in AEW begins tomorrow." Is it possible Khan could have a major announcement besides the signing of Punk or any other new wrestlers? Could AEW be debuting yet another wrestling program, or perhaps even adding to the number of pay-per-views it airs? Whatever it is, be sure to check back for our in-depth look at Rampage First Dance as we examine the good, the bad, and the downright ugly tonight. Next up is AEW signing another major name. Now, with Punk and Bryan Danielson expected to debut in All Elite Wrestling, it looks like AEW isn't stopping in its bid to become a strong alternative to the WWE. Dave Meltzer recently noted a new major AEW acquisition is coming on the heels of the deals of CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. Who this acquisition is remains to be seen, but it shows AEW isn't afraid to add to its already large roster if it feels the wrestler can improve the promotion. Potential AEW additions include Ric Flair, please don't wrestle, Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. But who do you think is next for AEW? Next up, the real reason why Asuka is off WWE television. Now, where is Asuka? Well, that's the question fans of the Empress of Tomorrow have been asking since her recent absence on Raw. Dave Meltzer updated fans on this week's Observer, reporting, "For those asking about Asuka, she is fine. She's just not being used for anything right now. She was at the Raw tapings earlier but left early since she was being used." While Meltzer doesn't seem too concerned, fans should be concerned as we've seen what happens when wrestlers are off the air too long to a lack of creative direction. Asuka could bounce back 1 week on Raw or find herself released as part of the WWE's cost-cutting measures. Next up, Christian Cage retires the TNA title. Newly crowned Impact and TNA World Champion Christian Cage has retired the TNA title. Impact fans will recall the TNA title was revived from 2020 through to 2021. It had been replaced by the Impact title years earlier when Impact wrestler Moose laid claim to it. Now Christian says it's time to move to the future, hence his decision to retire the belt. With Cage retiring the belt, there's also talk that Kenny Omega is finished competing in Impact. While some wrestling pundits believe this could see the end of AEW's collaboration with Impact, Cage's presence in AEW and Impact make this seem unlikely. Next up, Sasha Banks claims Trish Stratus is dodging her. As Sasha Banks' quest for a match with Hall of Famer Trish Stratus continues, and now the boss seems to be amping up the rhetoric as she recently accused Trish of ducking her. During a chat with Sebastian Hackel from WWE Deutschland, Banks said, "Man, this girl is dodging me. I'm waiting for Trish. I'm ready. I'm here. Whenever she's free and wants to fight the legit boss, the greatest of all time, she can come find me. She knows where I'm at. She has my number. She has Vince's number too." Stratus' epic bout with Charlotte at 2019 SummerSlam almost led to Stratus coming out of retirement for more matches, but so far she seems content in retirement. Would you guys like to see Trish wrestle Banks? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, Mike Tyson rejects WWE. And last but not least, was Mike Tyson supposed to be at SummerSlam? Tyson, who famously served as ringside enforcer at WrestleMania 15's main event match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels, was reportedly approached by the WWE about a role at this year's SummerSlam. PW Insider revealed, WWE plans call for Tyson to be the voiceover artist for opening video package for Saturday's SummerSlam pay-per-view, which we were told will be built around WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns vs John Cena. Now, it's unknown why Tyson, who has appeared in AEW, turned down the offer. It's unknown whether this was a case of Iron Mike taking sides in WWE vs AEW war or something else. Whatever the case, the WWE wishes to bring Tyson in shows how much they want to make SummerSlam this year's equivalent of WrestleMania. But there you have it guys, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with hopefully CM Punk's debut for some more wrestling content.